The actual quality of the instruction and the workload is fine for elementary, and this is my opinion. It's okay in junior high, except for the last year of junior high, and it's terrible in high school. So last year of junior high is terrible, and all of high school is terrible. Any spark that kids have tends to get extinguished or crushed by then. It's my personal view that the education system in Taiwan is not designed to educate all the students. I believe it's designed to identify maybe the top 15% and maybe accommodate the next 25%. And if you're in the bottom 60% of the class, well, thank you for playing. Maybe you can get a service level job or something like that, or go to vocational school or something. But if you're not in the top 15%, they're not really interested, which is why there's so much pressure on Taiwanese kids to get into that top 15%. If you can break into the top 15% of your class, your school, you can breathe easy. Everything's going to go well for you. But if you're not in that level, you'll be looked down on. And in Taiwan, social standing of students is directly related to their academic performance. And you talk about, tiger mothers and all that. Taiwanese mothers will tell their kids who they can and can't be friends with. Maybe that exists in the West too, but I don't believe to the same extent that it does in Taiwan. I know fairly for certain that some of my daughter's classmates were discouraged from becoming close friends with them on the basis of mom and dad were divorced and dad's a foreigner, and they didn't quite trust. It was outside their realm of understanding. And they thought, well, it's like, maybe you can be nice to them in class, but don't get too close or too attached or something. It's like, focus on your studies, right? So if you tell your kid, it's like, look, I want you to try your best, do well in school, but, other things are important too. If basketball or whatever, or they want to play after school, which is a totally normal thing and should be encouraged, I think. Playtime is important for kids. I don't mean like turn on the TV or go to your devices or whatever, but I mean just hanging out with your friends and figuring things out as you're hanging out with your friends. I think that's a great thing, but teachers will discourage it. And if you're bringing the class average down, the teachers will sort of pointedly say, well, our class would have been the top in the school, except for so-and-so who sort of dropped the average down. And it's not always that explicit, but it's definitely implicit that academic underachievers are hurting everybody else. And I saw again and again in black and white report cards where the teachers would say, we wish your older daughter would conform more. And that is a word that woke America and woke Canada would not be using to say, well, your daughter should conform and be like everybody else. Everybody, of course, is a precious little snowflake and needs to develop their own personalities. I get what they're saying, and I understand to an extent the importance of conformity and being a team player. But I think just as maybe woke America has taken the opposite too far, I think Taiwan has also taken the pressure to conform too far. So parents will definitely let down their kids if they don't put pressure on them. They'll let down their teachers. You might find a school, especially if it's one of these, there are some experimental schools where they're better. But by and large, the educational system is terrible.